Hello and welcome back to another half-hour segment of Vaughan in Vivo. We're here to teach English, so let's sit down and start learning English. Okay, Annette, ask me if the Three Musketeers were French.
Were the Three Musketeers French?
Yes, they were. Ask me if they were from Paris.
Were they from Paris?
Were they?
Were they from Paris?
I really don't know. Ask me if D'Artagnan joined the Three Musketeers.
Did D'Artagnan join the Three Musketeers?
Yes, he did. Ask me if he was better with a sword than the other three.
Was he better with a sword than...
Sword.
Was he better with a sword?
Sword.
Than the other three?
No, he wasn't. He was about the same. Okay. Ask me if I have read the book, The Three Musketeers.
Have you ever read the book?
Yes, I have. Ask me how many times I've read it.
How many times have you read it?
I've read it only once. Tell Eva to ask me how old I was when I read The Three Musketeers.
Ask him how old he was when he read The Three Musketeers.
How old were you when you read when you read The Three Musketeers?
I was probably about 24 years old. Ask me if that was the first book I read by Dumas. Alexandre Dumas.
Was that the first book?
Ask me if that was the first book I read by Alexandre Dumas.
What does the first?
Was
that the first book you read by Alexandre Dumas?
No, it wasn't. Tell her to ask me what the first book was I read by Dumas.
Ask him what the first book he read by Dumas
was.
What the first book he read
by Dumas
was.
What was the first book by Dumas you read?
I read The Count of Monte Cristo. Ask Annette if she has read that book.
Have you read the book?
No, I haven't.
Ask her if she has seen a movie about the book.
Have you seen the movie about...
A movie.
A movie about the book?
As far as I remember.
As far as I can remember.
As far as I can remember.
I haven't.
I haven't.
All right. Ask me how many movies have been made from that book.
How many movies?
Ask me how many movies have been made from that book.
How many movies have been made from that book?
Probably 4 or 5 movies. Or television movies or movies from the cinema have been made from that book. Ask Eva if she has read that book.
Have you read that book?
No, I haven't.
Ask her if she's read The Three Musketeers.
Have you read The Three Musketeers?
I tried, but I didn't like it.
That's impossible. It's impossible not to like The Three Musketeers. It's impossible.
I didn't
From the
like
first
it.
page, enganchado.
But it's like this character, the new character.
Well, in any case, you've never read it.
No, I don't like it.
Ask me how old I was when I read The Count of Monte Cristo.
How old were you when you read the Count of Monte Cristo?
Probably about 19, okay? Ask me how long it took me to read it.
How long did it take you to read it?
It took me only a couple of weeks. Ask me how long the book is.
How long is the book?
It's about 1,000 pages. It's long. Ask me what the book is about.
What's the book about?
It's about revenge. Revenge. Do you understand? To take revenge.
Revancha.
Yeah. Bueno, más que eso. Venganza. Stronger.
Yes.
It's stronger. Revenge. Ask me if I like to take revenge on other people.
Do you like to take revenge on other people?
Not that I like or don't like. I don't have time. All right. If I had time, maybe, to take revenge. It depends on what the other people do. All right. Ask me if I have ever been to Siberia.
Have you ever been to Siberia?
Never been there. Ask me where Siberia is located.
Where is Siberia located?
Siberia is located in Asia, not in Europe. Ask me if Siberia is in Northern Asia.
Is Siberia in Northern Asia?
Yes, Asia. Yes, it is. Ask me where it's located exactly.
Where is it located exactly?
Okay, exactly. It's located just past the Ural Mountains in Russia. Ask me if it belongs to Russia.
Is it belong?
Ask me if this pin belongs to me.
Does, yeah.
Ask me if this pin belongs to me.
Does.
Does.
Does the pen belong to you?
¿Qué pen? ¿A qué pen te refieres?
That pen belong to you.
Good. Repeat.
Does that pen belong to you? Does that pen.
Does
that pen belong to you?
No, belong to you. Ask me who this pin belongs to. Belongs to.
Who
belongs
does
to.
Who does pen belong to?
¿Qué pen?
that pen belong to?
A la octava bala vencida.
Yeah.
Okay, this pen belongs to me. It doesn't belong to you. And it doesn't belong to Annette because it belongs to me. All right, now, ask me what country Siberia belongs to.
What country does Siberia belong to?
Siberia belongs to Russia. All right. Ask me if Siberia is bigger than European Russia.
Is Siberia bigger than European Russia? European Russia?
Yes, it is. Okay. And ask me if there's a lot of snow in Siberia.
Is there a lot of snow in Siberia?
Yes, there is. Ask me if there are a lot of reindeer in Siberia.
Los
renos.
Okay.
Renos, like Santa Claus, you know, reindeer.
Reindeer. I
Reindeer.
didn't know
Rain, como suena como lluvia, pero es rein.
Okay.
Reindeer. Y nunca tiene
Reindeer.
S, así que te permito una palabra sin S.
Ahora la digo con ese.
Ask if there are any reindeer in Siberia.
Are there any reindeer in Siberia?
I don't think so. I think reindeer is a species of Laponia in Finland, up in that northern Sweden and Denmark, Norway, in that area. And maybe the European part of Russia. But I don't think in Siberia, but I'm not sure. Ask me if there are a lot of people in Siberia.
Are there a lot of people in Siberia?
Not really. It's too cold. There aren't that many people in Siberia. Ask me if I'm planning to fly to Siberia.
Are you planning to fly to Siberia?
No, I'm not. Ask me how long it would take to fly to Siberia if I went.
How long would it take you to Siberia?
To fly to Siberia.
To fly to Siberia.
If I went to Siberia, it would probably take me about 8 hours to fly to Siberia or more, probably about 10 hours. Ask if there are many airports in Siberia.
Are there many airports in
Air.
Airports in Siberia?
I really don't know. I really don't know. Ask me if there are any big lakes in Siberia.
Are there any big lakes in Siberia?
Yes, there is. The biggest lake in the world in cubic meters of water is in Siberia. Ask her what the name of the lake is.
What is the name of the lake?
What does she want to know?
She wants to know what the name of the lake is.
Good. Do you know the name of the lake?
I think so, but it's better if you say it.
No, it's better if you try. What's the name of the lake?
There is a river who has the name,
excuse me,
the
is it
same
Lake?
name.
No, is it Lake Volga or Lake Baikal?
Baikal.
All right, it's Lake Baikal. It's
Yes.
not a name of a river.
Volga is the river.
The Volga's a river. Okay, so it's Lake Baikal. Ask me if I have ever been there.
Have you ever been there?
No, I haven't. Now, in your opinion, should the King of Spain pay taxes?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think the King of Spain should? Ask her if she would like to be the Queen of Spain.
Would you like to be the Queen of Spain?
No, I wouldn't.
Ask her if she thinks it's too much work.
Do you think it's too much work?
Not really.
No? Ask her if she thinks the royal family lives an easy life.
Do you think the royal family lives an easy life?
Yes, they do.
You do. Ask me if I think the royal family
Do you think the royal family lives in a
No.
easy live?
No, escucha. Ask me if I think the royal family lives an easy life.
Okay. Do you think the royal family lives an easy life?
I don't think so. I don't think it's an easy life. I think it's rather uncomfortable. Yeah. Too much work, too much representation, you know?
Yeah.
I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like to have that job. I would rather
me
be an
neither.
English teacher. Ask her if she would rather be a Spanish teacher or the princess of the Queen of Spain.
Would you
rather?
Would you rather be a Spanish teacher or the Princess of Spain?
A Spanish teacher.
You'd rather be a Spanish teacher.
I don't want to be
los
a-
verbos
I don't want to be a
conjugando verbos.
princess.
All right, good. Now, ask me if there is a dead body in my car.
Is there a dead body in your car?
What does she want to know?
She wants to know if there is a dead body in your car.
Un cadáver en mi coche. A dead body
The truck.
in my car.
Yes.
No, there isn't. Tell her to ask me if there was a dead body in my car last week.
Asking if
Asking? ¿Qué es asking? Ask him.
Ask him if there was a dead body in his car last week.
Was there?
Was there a dead body in your car last week?
No, no way. Para nada. No, there wasn't. I promise, there wasn't. Tell her to ask me if there has ever been a dead body in my car.
Ask him if there has ever been a dead body in his car.
Has there?
Has there ever been a dead body in your car?
A dead body?
Dead body. Dead body in
Ladies
your
and
car.
gentlemen, mira. Dead is muerto. Dead body is cadáver. Dead, no. Dead. La D se forma detrás de los dientes. La lengua no aparece. No, as far as I know, que yo sepa, as far as I know, there has never been a dead body in my car. Okay. Now, tell her to ask me if there's a dead body in my house.
Ask him if there is a dead body in his house.
Is there a dead body in your house?
Well, in my house, no, because it's in the wall. Is that in my house or not?
Yes, it's your house.
Well then yes, okay. No, there isn't a dead body. Ask you if there has ever been a dead body in my house.
Has there ever been a dead body in your house?
Body.
Body.
No, there hasn't. I don't think so.
You never know.
My house, I didn't buy my house new. The previous owner, maybe there was a dead body in the house, so I really don't know. Ask me if there is a lot of secret police in the United States.
Is there a lot of secret police in the United States?
I don't think so. No, there isn't. Ask me if there has ever been a lot of secret police in the States.
Has there ever been a lot of political secrets?
No, political secrets, no. Secret police.
Secret police.
Policía.
Police. Okay.
In the States.
Has there ever been a lot of police secret in the States?
Police secrets? No, secret
Secret police.
Are you a member of the secret police?
No, I'm not a member of the secret police.
Were you a member of the secret police several years ago?
No, I wasn't a member of the secret police several years ago.
Have you ever been a member of the secret police in this country?
No, I haven't been a member of the
I have never.
I have never been a member of the secret police in Spain.
In Spain, never.
Never.
Would you like to join the secret police?
I would like to join the secret police in Spain.
Me too.
All right, you'd like to be a secret policewoman, okay?
I like that.
Yeah, ask me if I would like to be a member of the secret police.
Would you like to be a member of the secret police?
No, I wouldn't. I would prefer to be an English teacher. Ask me if I have ever met a member of the secret police.
Have you ever met a member of the secret police?
Of a person who I know is a member only once. Ask me when I met him.
When did you meet him?
I met him in 1973. Ask me what I was doing when I met him.
What was you doing when you met
¿Me
him?
hablas a mí?
What were you doing when you met him?
I was hitchhiking. Yeah. Ask me where I was hitchhiking is haciendo autostop. Ask me where I was going.
Where were you going?
I was going from León to Vigo. Ask me where he picked me up.
Where did he pick you up?
He picked me up in Ponferrada. Ask me where he took me.
Where did he took you?
Try one more time.
Where did he take you?
He took me to Vigo. Ask me if I was alone with him.
Were you alone with him?
No, I wasn't. Ask me who I was traveling with.
Who were you traveling with?
Traveling with an American girl, okay? Ask me how old we were at that time.
How old were you at that time?
We were 20 or 21. We were very young. And he took us to Vigo. Ask me if he told us he was a member of the secret police.
Did he tell you he was a secret of the...
A member.
A member of the secret police?
At first, no. Ask me if I asked him what he did for a living.
Did you ask him
what he did?
What he did for a living?
Of course I did. Ask me why.
Why did you ask him
what
he did for a living?
Because it's natural in a normal, courteous conversation. ¿A qué se dedica? What do you do for a living? Ask me what he answered.
What did he answer?
He said he preferred not to talk about it. All right. And ask him if he trusted us.
Did he trust you?
Probably not at the beginning. Ask if he trusted us at the end.
Did he trusted you at the?
¿Cómo?
Did he trust you at the end?
Apparently he did. Ask me why I think he trusted me.
What do you think he trusted you? He trusted you?
No, estaba bien antes.
He trusted you.
¿Por qué piensas que se confiaba en ti al final? Why do you think he trusted?
He trusted you.
Because at the end, when he stopped the car to say goodbye, he said, por cierto, he said, by the way, I didn't want to tell you, but I work for the secret police. All right. And asked me if I was offended.
Were you offended?
No, of course not. I thanked him for taking us from Ponferrada to Vigo. Asked me if I ever saw him again.
Have you ever...
well, okay, good. Está bien. Asked me if I have ever seen him again. Have you?
Have you ever seen him again?
No, I haven't. Claro, la pregunta que yo formulé, o la instrucción era, Pregúntame si alguna vez volví a verle, claro, porque estoy pensando en aquel entonces. Pero también, ¿le has vuelto a ver alguna vez en tu vida? Both are correct.
Okay.
I've never seen him again, of course. It was a person who picked me up. And asked me how long we stayed in Vigo.
How long did you stay in Vigo?
For about 30 minutes. Asked me what we did there.
What did you do there?
We saw the port. Asked me if I remember it as a beautiful place.
Do you remember it as a beautiful place?
Of course I do. Asked me why we didn't stay there any longer.
Why didn't you stay any longer?
Because we wanted to go to another place. Asked me what place we wanted to visit.
What place did you want to visit?
We wanted to visit Combarros, o Combarro, no, Combarro, it's singular. Cambados is plural. Combarro and La Toja and El Grove. All right. And asked me if we managed to visit those places during that trip.
Did you manage to visit those places in that trip?
Yes, we did. Asked me if we spent the night in La Toja.
Did you spend the night in La Toja?
Are you crazy? Why? Okay. No, we didn't. Ask me why.
Why didn't you spend the night in La Toja?
It was a 5-star hotel.
Yes.
It's very expensive. We were backpackers at that time. Okay, we spent the night in 1-star hotels or in hostels or youth hostels or pensions.
In rooms.
The cheapest, or in the car. All right. Now, ask me if I have ever taken part in a strike.
Have you ever taken part in a strike?
No, I haven't. Ask me if I have ever gone on strike.
Have you ever gone on strike?
Declararme en huelga? No, I haven't. Well, with my wife, yes. Huelga de hambre. Yes. A hunger strike. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Ask me if I have ever observed a strike.
Have you ever observed a strike?
Oh, many times, yes. Ask me if I have ever seen a violent strike.
Have you ever seen a violent strike?
Not really. I've seen strikes that were close to becoming violent, but I've never seen a violent strike. Okay? And ask me if there are any famous criminals in my family.
Are there any
famous
criminal in your family?
Famous qué?
Criminal?
¿Qué?
Criminals?
Si hay algún, eso. Are there any?
I say, are there?
Claro, has dicho, are there any?
Okay.
Has dicho, ¿hay algunos criminal?
I thought I'd say, is there?
Muchos criminales.
Okay.
¿Hay muchos criminales en España? ¿Qué tal suena?
Horrible.
Okay.
Horrible.
Pues en inglés también.
Yeah.
Hay muchísimos criminal. All right, criminales.
Okay.
Ask me if there are any famous criminals in my family.
Are there any famous criminals in your family?
As far as I know, there aren't, okay? Ask me if there has ever been a criminal in Eva's family.
Has there ever been a criminal in your family?
No, ask me.
Ask her if there...
No, ask me, yo lo sé. Ask me if there has ever been a famous criminal in her family.
Has there ever been a famous criminal in her family?
No, there hasn't. Her family is exemplary. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, ask me if there has ever been a tsunami in Texas.
Has there ever been a tsunami in Texas?
As far as I know, there hasn't. Ask me if there has ever been an explosion in this studio.
Has there ever been an explosion in this studio?
No, there hasn't. Ask me if there has ever been a fire in this studio.
Has there ever been a fire in the studio?
No, there hasn't. Ask me if there has ever been an angry English teacher in this studio.
Has there ever been an angry teacher in this studio?
Never. There's never been. No, there's never been. Ask me if there has ever been an elephant in this studio.
Has there ever been an elephant in the studio?
No, there hasn't. Ask me how many elephants there are at the zoo.
How many elephants are there at the zoo?
At the zoo, there are 3
How
elephants.
many elephants are there at the zoo?
Oh, good. There are 3 elephants at the zoo, okay? Ask me when the last time was I went to the zoo.
When was the last time you went to the zoo?
I think about 15 years ago. Ask me why I went.
Why did you go?
20 years ago. I went to take my children. Ask me if I enjoyed it.
Did you? They or you?
No, me.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Yeah. Ask me what part I liked the best.
What part did you like the best?
The serpents and the arachnids, the spiders and the snakes. Ask her what part she likes the best.
What part do you like the best?
Me too, the same. The vipers.
Really? Okay. The vipers son las víboras.
Yes.
Que es una... It's a Spanish species of snake.
Yes,
okay,
well,
good.
the snakes and the arañas.
Yeah. Okay, the spiders.
The spiders.
Yeah. Okay, now, ask me if I'm planning to resign soon.
Are you planning to resign soon?
No, I'm not. To resign from my job? No, I'm not. Not yet. Ask me if I'm planning to retire in the next few years.
Are you planning to retire in the next few years?
No, I'm not. Ask me if I'm planning to divorce and remarry in the next few years.
Are you planning to divorce and remarry in the next few years?
No, I'm not. Ask me if I'm planning to leave my wife next week.
Are you planning to leave your wife next week?
No, I'm not. Ask me if I'm planning to quit this job soon.
Are you planning to quit this job soon?
Abandonar este trabajo. Goodbye.
How do you say más vale que no?
You had better not.
You had better not.
Eso es una advertencia, ojo. Okay. No, I'm not planning to quit this job yet. All right. Ask me if I have ever considered quitting.
Have you ever considered quitting this job?
No. Ask me if I believe in ghosts.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Ghosts.
Ghosts?
Ya estamos otra vez con most ghosts. Yes, I do. I believe in spirits. Yes, I do. Ask me if I'm afraid of ghosts.
Are you afraid of ghosts?
No, I'm not. Ask me if I'm afraid of big dogs.
Are you afraid of big dogs?
No, I'm not. Ask me if I'm afraid of the dark.
Are you afraid of the dark?
La oscuridad? It depends on where I am. On a back street in certain areas of this city or other cities, I could be afraid of the dark. Ask me if I'm afraid of my own shadow.
Are you afraid of your own shadow?
Sometimes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Not afraid. Sometimes my own shadow scares me. You understand?
Yeah.
And it happens often. There's one section. Every day, I park my car about 4 minutes from my house because I live in a building that doesn't have a parking garage under it. And then I walk home in the evening. Okay? Now, the street lights are aligned in such a way that my shadow is behind me and then quickly catches up with me. And I'm walking normally. It is a street where there are no people usually. And I suddenly, out of the corner of my eye, perceive somebody coming.
Oh.
All right, it's my own shadow.
Yes.
You understand? But I know it. But nevertheless, something in my body becomes alert. You can't help it. I can't help it. So yes, sometimes I'm afraid of my own shadow. Ask me if I'm afraid of my wife.
Are you afraid of your wife?
Sometimes, yeah, I'm afraid of my wife. Ask me if I'm afraid of my boss.
Are you afraid of your boss?
Nah, he's a softie. How do you say un blando?
Softie.
He's a softie. Okay. Ask me if I'm afraid of the military.
Are you afraid of the military?
No, I'm not. Ask me if I'm afraid of secret police.
Are you afraid of the secret police?
No, I'm not. Ask me if I'm afraid of the tax man, el fiscal.
Are you afraid of the taxman?
In Spain, no. In the States, yes. Ask me if I pay taxes in the States.
Do you pay taxes in the States?
In the States.
In the States.
No acentúes the. El artículo determinado nunca lleva la acentuación. Bueno, nunca no, pero casi nunca. Okay? Yes. Yes, I pay taxes in the States. In the States. In the States. Repeat. In
the States.
Good. Ask me if I pay taxes in Spain too.
Do you pay taxes in Spain too?
Yes, I do. It's double taxation. All right? Ask me if I pay a lot of taxes.
Do you pay a lot of taxes?
In Spain, in my opinion, I pay a lot of taxes. In the States, very little. Okay? Ask me how much time we have left.
How much time do we have left?
I think we have about a minute left, about 1 minute left. Yeah, more or less, sort of, almost. Now, ask me when I pay taxes every year in Spain.
When do you pay taxes every year in Spain?
Well, direct taxes I pay in June. Indirect taxes I pay every day. Every day I buy something, I pay IVA, VAT. Now, ask me when I pay taxes in the States.
When do you pay taxes in the States?
I pay taxes in the States in October. Okay. Ask me why I'm afraid of the tax man in the States.
Why are you afraid of the taxman in the States?
Because in the States, if you don't pay or make a mistake, it's serious. They come knocking on your door, and then you need to be ready. Mm-hmm. Here also, but it's not the same, okay? All right. Time to say goodbye.
Yes.
Parting is such sweet sorrow. Okay. Would you like to come back someday?
Yes, of course.
Ask her if she would like to come back someday.
Would you like to come back someday?
Yes, I would.
Ask her if she enjoys these classes.
Do you enjoy these classes?
Yes, very much.
All right. Question, do you enjoy these classes? Would you like to come back someday? But I'm coming back in about 5 minutes, which means if you are enjoying the class, stay here. I'll be back with one student in about 5 minutes, so don't go away.